Hey, Water Sprites. I'm Melanie Florence, and this is Hot Tea for the Soul, the weekly elemental edition where I talk about the water in your charts or your emotional connections. So I'm going to do a Greenwood tarot reading. I've been reading the Greenwood for 25 years now. If you're after a personal reading, I send them as a YouTube link straight to you within 48 hours. Or we can hook up a hot tea, we have a connection and have a chat. So either way, let me know if you're up for a reading. I'm going to lead in with a whole heap of different other cards, see what the environment is set, and then we're going to turn it down at the table so that you can see the Greenwood reading build up, and we can go through a journey and see where we come to, and I'll go to the individual signs and give you a little bit of extra at the end in the timestamps. So, let's see. I'm going to start with the Spellcaster's Oracle. Oh, they are just coming out the side of the deck. Oh, twice. Financial health. So this is about our financial health and our expression of it. We've got a little birdie at the top of the hill. So talking about it, but this is a healthy path. This is a path to your tree and your tree house. So your financial health and your health. And this is the second time I've actually had it come up. So we're going to talk about financial health, and I think everybody might be looking at that, at what their challenge and what they've got, and how their home and their functioning with their tree is in a few perspectives. So I had just got the Greenwich Oracle. So this is fresh off the deck, fresh out by Sherilyn Darcy, I think. She also does the Australian Wildflower deck. This is, when we're looking at these, I just had somebody ask me this week, so universal symbols for our air, which is our line for the horizon and what's above it, and we've got our fire, which comes from the earth up, and then we've got our water, which comes from the earth down, and then we've got the horizon again with our earth. These are our universal symbols, so if you're interested, that's what they're about, and they appear in a lot of decks, so just that I would tell people, because I had a question this week, so let's put that together. What have we got out of our garden? Strength, the fennel. Oh, there's a strength of purpose, there's a strength of sword. This is a fire element. So we're talking about the strength of our heart and the strength of our fire. And we've got a bit of, this is as with the sword, so we're really talking about courageous and the strength of our being and taking our purpose. This is a fire, almost feels like this is a fire queen with the sword inside, or fire knight in this, I guess. But the strength inside of here. So the strength inside of your money, the strength inside of your heart, and the strength of your faith. That looks like it's got like Scorpio energy, maybe? I haven't really got into these cards yet, but I'm still working through them. All right, so got to give a little bit of earth magic. Let's see what we've got to go with the fennel. It's in a lot of Italian recipes, fennel. Grown in the wild, a lot of wild fennel. There's a strength, it's got a potent taste. Out of the Earth Magic deck, we have the Earth Magic card. I got a lot of fairy decks. In this deck, there is only a couple of fairies, and this one just keeps popping out second time today. So this is really investing in your Earth Magic, your little fairy connections, being like, getting back to your innocence of your connections, perhaps. And everything is a bit like, so this is connecting with that little ethereal part of you, and that innocence, and your childishness, and your elemental connections. Okay, and so I'm going to give us one from the Dreamtime deck. Not doing the wildflowers this week, but we're going to do the Dreamtime. Let's see what I've got in here. All right. I'm going to take this, the campfire. The storyteller. So campfire, we're going to go, this is also a fire. And so this is what we see. A lot of the Aboriginal and the traditional elders' drawings are all like this. They're actually seen from above if you're actually drawing them from above. So this is people sitting around the fire and having that congregation and telling their stories. So this may be a time that it's time for you to tell your story, water people. Tell your stories with the fairies. Tell your stories about how you've got here and your strength and your financial health and the blessings that you've got with that. All right, we did say there was a bird in there and we were talking about it. So you might find that you are a storyteller around the campfire, and people are being drawn to you because you're a storyteller. You're able to, and a lot of the Aboriginal traditions are handled down by word, and so literally all of us are storytellers, so we talk a lot and we tell our stories and analogies and stuff. Sometimes it's long-winded, people don't love it all the time, but that's what the storyteller's about, is telling your story and getting out that communication in maybe a different way, in a story that people can understand. So all right, that's where we've come to. Let's have a look at what's coming up on the table with the Greenwood. I'm going to turn it down so you can see it build. We're going to start with our present state. Thank you for being here. Hit like and subscribe, that stuff. I'm going to pop it down And the individuals will be time-stamped afterwards, individual star signs. But let's start with the Greenwood. Let's start with the present state. Where's it at? What's the present state? Where are we at? Okay. So, death and rebirth, where cycles. You know, the crows are messages, and there's a gathering, there's a gaggle, there's a murder of crows, perhaps. You know, and this is the death, and this is the bones, and this is the breakdown, this is the end, this is something that's already deteriorated. You can see that. It's sort of feeding the next. In our rebirth card in cups, we're putting these bones back into our rebirth and making our soup from it. But this is a spot where we sit, and we sit before the spring breaks, and we know that we have, like, left an old life, or let go of things that we perhaps have been holding on to, and that there's been a change, there's been a death. Okay, there's an ending. That will start with an ending. Okay. The death of the old, beginning of the new. Let's see what the spiritual mediator is. What's the thing that you should meditate? What's the next energy? Oh, okay. We have little messages of love. This is a water element child, or this is messages of love, this fluttering of beautiful romantic wings. So from this death, you might feel the love. You might feel that something new is coming, and you might be getting little messages that are coming through to you, like of little bits of love that are filling your cup. And so this could be a new bit of romance. This could be a new little something coming, but you'll feel the love and you'll see the love. All right, so the next card is the conscious wills, what we're consciously thinking about. Creating. This is creating a new world. This is creating a new physical world. This is taking our challenge and our two of coins and really taking on the challenge to get things going, to being creative about it. This can be a sibling energy. But this is about creating on the physical plane and really moving forward on ideas. Like, again, renovation comes in on this sort of thing, but this is maybe taking your creative stuff and maybe working out how to make money from it. But there's a growth. You see this little guy here with this big leaf coming out of his head as he grows this idea and grows on the physical plane. This is manifesting and creating, that creative energy. The next card is the driving force. It's the source of your power. It's what's driving you. Where are it coming from? Oh, celebration. Four of Wands. We want to celebrate. We want to celebrate the world. We want to celebrate our spirit. We want to celebrate our family. This is a wedding card. This is about a spirit that is balanced. This is our passions being actually evened out and protected and having strength in them, and our families, and that strength of our heart and the warmth of the fire and the sun, and that castle that we have and all these strengths. This is a celebration of our spirit, and that's what's your driving force in this. Okay, the unconscious empathy. What are we unconsciously thinking? Ooh. So this is a seer. So this is about your spiritual well-being. This is really taking in that exoteric knowledge. This is really connecting with your divine feminine. And really taking a step in this world to really connect with the things that are meaningful for you and the things that you feel and your intuition and where that's guiding you in a rebirth. You've got all this wisdom that you're working with. And it all comes through and it all shines through, and that's coming from your unconscious being, right? So your conscious is that you want to create a world. Your unconscious empathy is this divine feminine, protecting and looking after that. What are the things we need to work in? What's our challenge? What is our challenge? Water peeps, let's go. What do we got? Ooh, jump out, jump around. Jump around. Ooh. Being dedicated. All right, water people. This is being dedicated to your mind. This is not erratic thoughts. This is pulling in the spirit and the divine and the inspiration and really being dedicated to that. And maybe you've got to be careful about being dedicated to the wrong cause, that you're being stubborn about something and you're not being able to change your thoughts, or you've got to pull in your dedication in so you can finish things, so you can achieve things, so you can harness this energy of dedication. So it might be that you need to make your dedicated mind to something. It might be that it might be about that. Or the other way, you would need to release one of the two. Maybe these old thoughts, something you were old that you were dedicated to that is past, because you really want to celebrate and your intuition is telling you there and you want to create a new world of abundance. And so this is here, is what to be dedicated to. What are these crows? What are you dedicated to from this past, and what are you bringing into your future? What are you being dedicated to? All right, so chains of thought. They're chains of thoughts there. So If this is our challenge, what is our healing element? What's going to help? What's going to help? Let's see. Oh, if I move things right off the table. I keep playing with the cards. Make sure you can see them is probably the ideal of this. Okay, so a new beginning. This is an emotional new beginning. This is drinking the water. This is like taking a chance, emotional new beginning. You've got this emotional stuff that's been coming to you, and this is actually drinking the water as a cup and being dedicated to that. Being dedicated your mind to the things that you want, this new beginning, this emotional. You left something behind. There's a death of an old. You want to celebrate. You want to, there might be a marriage. You might want to, the things that you want to commit to, and you've committed to this emotional and this creation. This is here is this emotional new beginning. All right, so you had a death and we left something behind, but we've got something new on the horizon, a new you, a new way, a dedicated you, dedicated to a new beginning, of emotional beginning, of a way of your heart and love. Okay, outcome, water peeps. Outcomes, what do we got? Outcomes. Okay. Outcomes. I've done a few different readings this week. If you're interested, I've got a few different things popping up, a few different teas that I put out in the new tea house. If you're looking on Facebook, it's Miss Melly Flo's Hot Tea House. Like, there's a page in a group. Come and see me. All right. So we're going to go from 1 to 2. What's the outcome? We've got this new beginning. That's really attractive. Something's going to be attractive. You're going to feel attractive. This is a bit sexy. This is attracting lovers. Attraction. This is like attractive. Look at that energy that's created there. When we add this extra person, when we add this attraction to life, when we add this and we're dedicated to this, because this is being dedicated to this attraction, being dedicated to this new beginning, this emotional new beginning, and making something new out of it, right? All right, it's going to bring attraction. So we're attracted to things. All right, we go from a 1 to a 2. We heal. We use this healing element, taking our heart for a new beginning. And we've got 2 to bring into this attraction. We take that next step. Whoop, whoop, because we're after something. We're after something nice and strong for our spirit and passionate. Right. Ooh, what a peeps. Thank you for being here still. This is really building up. I love how this works. So I'm going to do the individuals. What do I start with? I start with Cancer. That's where I start here. All right, Cancer. 3 cards for Cancer. What's the individual, like, sway for the week? What's the individual sway for the water element of the Cancers this week? I'm going to take that one. Oh, ecstasy. All right, so this does 1 as its extreme of getting too drunk and really disassociating from yourself and drowning your sorrows. Icing over even. Sometimes this card is really talking about it's time to dance. We're taking another 2 steps. We stepped over the 3, the joy, and the 4, and we've stepped into this cup here where we're going to really dance in the senses of it. This is a euphoria. This is a really sexy sort of card. This is a really loving sort of card if you want to dance in the rivers of life. All right, and bring it on. Take it on. Okay, 2. Oopa. Oh, look at that. And then we're going to jump to the 9. You've got a lot of water going on. 9 of Cups says there's going to be generosity, generation of hearts. So we're talking about the cauldrons that you put your soup in, right, and these bones in that you make it. This is that 1 step forward from the rebirth. This is where we share it and you feel the love. This is sharing the love, dancing in the love, feeling the love, like sharing the love, feeling the generosity of the abundance of the love. We got it. All right, 1 more card for Cancer. Let's see. Let's see what the 3rd card comes up with. Gone through a lot. This is very nice. This is cool. Emotional new beginning. Be dedicated to it. Dedicate your mind. You know it. You know it from this here. You got to trust your divine feminine that you can make this. This is a marriage card. This is a celebration. This is creation because you got happiness. All the water cards. You've gone 5. You've doubled up. Hit the 10. It's still going to bring you happiness. This is a really happy path, Cancer, that you're taking here. Like, really jump in. Be dedicated. You can pull the mind dedicated. So there's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of inspiration that comes in from this. We can dedicate it in and take this healing from this spot here. All right, because Cancer, you can be happy. You can celebrate this generosity. You can dance in this abundance. Whoopa. All right, turn it upside down. Hit the roof. What beautiful cards. All right, Cancer, this is loving, happy energy, a generous abundance around you, coming out of whatever this dark spot is and really honing in on the love inside of here. Time to celebrate. Time to celebrate. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right, I'm going to put this over here. Okay. Thank you, Cancer, for being here. Please hit like and subscribe. Yeah. The next one is Scorpio. What have we got for Scorpio? All right, so the Scorpio is in the house. Ooh, endurance. So, Sometimes this is talking about budgeting and pulling in and, you know, really working on, you've got enough material stuff to weather the storm. And so sometimes this is pulling back and holding your spot and watching the lightning and the storm, everything proceed around you. Like, but I really, you know, he says other cards will show abandonment issues. This actually really shows the strength the fives in, and this do in comparison to others. And so it's showing our strength, it's showing our endurance, it's saying that we can pull our belt in and we can hold in for the time of the storm, you know, and really, you know, budgeting our energy, budgeting our life, and holding in to watch and weather the storm. All right, your strengths, using your strength. Okay, 2 more for Scorpio. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, 6 of Wands. This is a triumph. This is a harvest. This is a harvest of spirit, of your passions. So this goes with this celebrations. This is it goes along with this marriage and this attraction to life and this attraction to the water of life and dedication to yourself after this ending. All right, creating a new thing. You know what this is, and this is a spiritual like harvest. This is like where what you put in, your justice, your karma is what you get out on a spiritual level inside of the 6 of Wands in here, as they all point in here and make this beautiful little harvest flower in the middle in there. All right, so it's coming, the endurance of what you've got. Okay, one more for Scorpio. Okay. Oh, this is strength. So this is really passionate. So this is where we take this passion and everything, and this is taking this potent, passionate, masculine energy and its desire, and it's about spirit and being stable and strength inside of that, and being able to be strong in this passion and this energy from this. So this is going to come out of this endurance, and this harvest that you're going to get from this is going to bring this strong, passionate king into your life, right? And really embracing that. That could be you or the person that you're dealing with, all right? But there is a time that you have been perhaps holding back and you've had to weigh in, and now it's starting to come that you're reaping what you sow, and this is really passionate, strong energy coming through for your drive, all right, to inspire and drive you on. All right, potent male. Okay, so Scorpio, last but not least, here we are. We got Pisces in the house. All right, my Pisces people in the house. What do we got? 3 cards for Pisces, please. You, obviously. Oh, exploitation. This is exploiting yourself. All right, this is either you exploiting yourself, putting your skills to use, you know, getting in and making your honey, doing the things that you really like to manifest this creativity in the new world, like to this attraction that you got to this water of life. It's about dedicating your mind to this creative pursuit, perhaps. This is really getting in there and making your money. This is a manifestation card. You can exploit yourself if you're feeling like you're being exploited. That's perhaps a bit of a problem, but I don't see that. I see that this is an attraction. This is an attraction and a like attraction, and this is like a real manifestation in the physical world, making your honey, making your money, honey, making your money, honey. All right, that's what's in that card. Ooh, 2 more. 2 more. What have we got? Oh, take on the challenge. Physical challenge. This is really dedicating your time. This is dedicating your spiritual energy. This is your passionate energy. Dedicating your physical energy, being a physical card. This is like taking that passion of the Jupiter and the dedication of the Saturn to be strong, stable, rewards, and putting your heart to it. Really, these are 2 cards. It's like taking it on. Take on the challenge of exploiting yourself, putting yourself out there. Physical challenge. Okay, last card for Pisces. What have we got? Or making spiritual decisions, the 2. This is spiritual decisions. This is about doing what you believe. This is one hand I got this, on the other hand I got that. You know, this is really actually talking about what we hold in one hand, and what are our morals? What are the things that we believe in? We've got a lot of 2 on the table here. We've got 3 2s on the table here for the Pisces when this all comes out. So there's a lot of partnership questions inside of this. It's what you believe in, what it's willing that you take it, what are you attracted to, and what are you willing to take on in the physical challenge as well inside of this. Right, but if you put those together, we've got this 6, this honey. So make your spiritual choices. Trust your instinct. Trust, you know, moving forward on something and taking up that physical challenge. All right. Thank you very much for being in the house, Pisces. Hit like and subscribe, you know that stuff. And I will catch you on the flip side. I hope you have a great week. Ciao.